Okay, hello guys, what's going on? And today we're gonna go through some Magic the Gathering cards, which I got from a friend. Uh, let's just write a list here, I think. I think that would be better for everybody involved. Yeah. Okay, let's just go through my decks before we open any cards or whatever. So I got a rat deck. That's, well, sort of black, I guess. Mono black. I got a life sort of deck. Life, we can call it Life Leech. That's also black. I got a token deck. Token deck 1, which is green and blue. I got another token deck, which is, well, only blue. What else do I got? Yeah, I got a white deck as well. I don't know what to call it. Toxic deck. You can call it toxic deck. And that's white. Yeah. I believe that's it, which I've made myself. And these are the decks that I'm, well, most proud of since I've made them myself. So, oh yeah, we can't forget about that. We got the mill deck as well. Mill deck, and that's also blue. Yeah, and we also got some precons in here as well, but I won't mention those as well. They are a few, but yeah. And we'll be going through some cards here. We will be going through these. These are sort of the mill deck sort of cards. He's a good guy. He's a good friend. He collected these for me. And he said these would be good for my mill deck, he said. And he's also sorted out some other cards, which is in this box. And it's also has my name on a sticker here. So, yeah. So let's just get started. It's Friday evening, and yeah. So if you want to spend your Friday evening with me, you're welcome to join me. I've got Urge. I've drank a little bit of it before, but now it's time to finish it. Yeah. So let's start off here with Thought Scour. Target player pushes up two cards of his or her library into his graveyard, draw a card. So I guess this is okay for my mill deck then, but this can also be good for uh, my token deck and my token deck as well. Since this also gives me an advantage, so... Or no, it doesn't. Okay, so it's only for my mill deck then. Okay. This though, I remember was pretty good. Target player puts top four cards of their library into their graveyard. You shuffle up to four cards from your graveyard into your library. Yeah. So that's pretty good. Really cool. I think I can have this in my mill deck as well. No, okay. Target player puts the top five cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, which is also quite cool. A Tome Scour. Okay, so it's not Thought Scour, it's Tome Scour. So it's also almost the same as this, but it's got a different name. This is Starlit Mantle. It's got flash. And enchant creature you control. When Starlit Mantle enters the battlefield, enchanted creature gains hexproof until end of turn. Also quite cool. Yeah, so all these are for my mill deck, I believe, yeah. Enchant land. Whenever enchanted land becomes tapped, this controller puts the top three cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Okay. Also quite cool. A lot of milling going on there. Enchant creature gets +1/+1. Yeah, also quite cool. It's nice because I get to protect my commander, so this will be awesome. I'll make a separate video on that, I guess. Defender, when Wall of Lost Thoughts enters the battlefield, target player puts the top four cards of their library into their graveyard. That's nice. When Mimic Scribe enters the battlefield, each opponent puts the top three cards of his or her library into their graveyard. Depending on each opponent's upkeep, if there are four or more card types among cards in your graveyard, that player puts the top three cards of his or her library into his graveyard. That's actually very cool. So there's lots of cards going into the graveyard now. And that's what I want. This is for the mill deck, as it says below here. Whenever you draw a card, you may have target player put the top card of his or her library into his or graveyard. That's also pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. Counter target spell. Its controller puts the top four cards of his or her library into his graveyard. So I think I've milled a library already here. Target player puts the top three cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Yeah. So all these cards are pretty cool. A counter there. Nice. Counter target spell as control pays X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. I'm not sure if I have that many powerful creatures in this deck, so maybe that's not a too powerful card. But here you go. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. And that's cool. Yeah. It only costs one as well. So. Quicksilver Fisher. Okay. When Quicksilver Fisher enters the battlefield, draw a card and discard a card. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what it would do in my mill deck though, but it is a powerful creature though. So. Apprentice Wizard. So I get to add 3 generative mana for the price of 1. And I have to tap him as well. That's pretty cool. So let's count the cards here then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards there. So we got 14 cards, which we can add to the mill deck. Pretty cool. I don't think this belongs in the mill deck though. Maybe I'll find someplace else for it. Okay, so now it's time to open this box then. And when I do that, hey, check it out. Lots of cards in here. Yeah. So I guess we'll just have to check all these cards out one by one and see if they fit any of these decks here. If I can use them for anything. And look, is it even sorted them for me? So the uncommon cards are here, and these are the commons, and oh yeah, and non-basics it says it. Pretty cool. Let's start with the common cards then. Counter target instant spell. Ah, that's pretty cool in any situation. I can add this to any blue deck here, actually. I don't got many red decks though. Target player gains haste until end of turn. Can when Forge Devil enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target creature and 1 damage to you. Okay. And it's a devil kind of dude. Human Shaman, haste, metamorph. When Ghost Storm Singer's turn face up, the creature gains haste until end of turn. Okay. Kinda cool, I guess. What's this? Phyrexian Beast. Only costs 1. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Sawblade Scamp. It's this card right here. Remove an oil counter from Sawblade Scamp. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Oh, nice. I think I got a precon I can add this to actually. Oh, just another version of Sawblade Scamp there. Orcish Vandal. Orc Warrior. Oh, cool. Trample, Satyr, okay. Shrapnel Slinger. The shrapnel enters the battlefield. You may sacrifice a creature when you destroy target artifact or opponent. An opponent controls. Okay. Torch Fiend. Target artifact. Destroy target artifact. That's nice. Haste. Another target creature gains haste until another turn. Thank you, Popcorn. Have a great weekend. Yeah. Machino Wizard. When Machino Wizard enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. Nice. Equipment spells you cost 1 less to cast. Activate abilities of the equipment you control. Also activates. Okay, so pretty cool. I probably need to find out how many red cards there are here, because red cards aren't really that interesting to me since I don't get many red decks in this. I got a few. Uh, I got one pre-con, as it were, and that's red, but it would be not very interesting for you guys to see me going through all these red cards. I'm just gonna go through them not on a live stream, I think, because, well, there were a lot of red cards in here. Jesus. There's a few. No, it's still red. Yeah. So sorry about that. I didn't know, but uh, I'll go through these if I make a video of my red precon, I guess. But I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in here now. That's red. No. So let's just continue then. Creatures in control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Costs 5. Okay. I don't think that's too useful. Creature for Extra Horrier, Toxic 1. That can be useful. When crawling course dies, create a 1/1 colorless friction might artifact creature. The token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. Yeah, that's nice. So Toxic, that will fit in my Toxic deck here, I think. So that's cool. Hopeful Ediolon. It's a enchantment creature, so I can put a +1/+1 and has lifelink on a creature. So that will also fit my Toxic White deck. Core Scout. No. Flying 1/1. Not too useful, I think. Bestow. Bestow is always good. Yeah, that can be useful on my white deck there. Tap target creature activate only if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Yeah, so I can tap a creature. That's not too bad. Sinew Dancer. And here's the same card, it's just different artwork. Suntail Hawk. Not too useful to any of my decks, sorry to say. When Thraben Inspector enters the battlefield, investigates. Nah, not too useful. Creature Yoked Ox. Okay, so this guy can block at least, I guess. Not very useful though. Defender, flying. Creature trying to end battlefield and you regain 1 life. This can actually be quite cool, but I don't think any of my I don't think my white deck creates that many tokens, so. But it was a cool card though. Binding Mummy. I got this in my zombie deck, so I guess I have one more precon then. Each attacking human gains flying until end of turn. I got a few humans in here, so that's useful. Flying. No. What's this? Toxic 1. As long as it's your turn, Duelist of Deep Faith has first strike. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Nice for my Toxic deck there. Other warriors creatures you control have vigilance. Yeah, nice. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Hair of Pride, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Also quite cool. It's a cat soldier. Incisor Glider. When attack 7 plus 3 or more poison counters, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Also quite cool. Sacrifice scanning operation, destroy target enchantment. No. Core Castigator can't be blocked by Eldrazi Scions. Okay. Wow. Flying Lifelink. What's this? Whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, Mandible Generator gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And it's got lifelink as well. And it's an artifact creature. We can put it in my toxic pile and see if we can use it for something. This creature can be blocked. Flying. Okay. Bird, flying. Arrow spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. I know I got one arrow spell in there, but other than that, no. Human Soldier. Crusader of Otric's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. That's awesome. Flying. When Flensing Raptor enters the battlefield, another target creature you control with Toxic gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. That's cool. When Heroes and Pilgrim enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle the library. This is really, really good. Because I got an aura card, which is nice. But I don't get to draw it too often, so that will help me draw it. Adapt. If this creature has no +1/+1 counters on it, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on an item mirror, it gains double strike until end of turn. Okay. Can be cool, but I can only adapt once, it seems. Cool card, but I think I'll skip it. Whenever Mikandi Patrol or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain vigilance until end of turn. Okay. Don't think so. Artifact creature, Gargoyle, Marble. Gargoyle gets 0/+1. This is sort of cool, but I don't think it's useful to me in my deck because it just gives vigilance, and white has a lot of vigilance anyway, as you can see here. Vigilance, in fact, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it there in my Shadow Glider flying. Oh, no. Whenever you cast a spell that targets put a. Okay. No. Enters the battlefield, you may return to another planet you control to on the sound if you do create it. That's awesome. I don't know. You become the monarch. Okay. Flying. Human monk. When you cast a non-creature spell, you gain 2 life. Okay. When Angel of Dawn enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. Okay. I don't think so. When Balix's Shepherd enters the battlefield, create 2 Colors fixing might artifact creature tokens with toxic 1, and this creature can block. That's awesome. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, tap another creature and opponent controls. Okay. I've got my enchantments. Enters the battlefield, return target permanent card with less from your graveyard to your hand. This is quite interesting. I think I'll keep that. And this is also quite cool. Target creature control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Scry 1. Yeah, not too shabby. Target creature gains 2/2 until end of turn. If it's an enchantment creature, it also gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Yeah, that's cool. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to target creature this turn. Yeah, that's okay. The target creature gains 2/2 until end of turn. If you control an equipment creature, create a white human soldier creature token. Okay. I don't know about that. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains 4 strike and lifelink. Oh. That's pretty cool, I guess. Target creature gets +1/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. Untap it. Okay. I don't know. Target creature gets 2% until end of turn. No. Target creature gets 2/2 until end of turn. Square 1. Yeah. Not too bad. So, no. That's cool. Destroy target artifact, you gain life into its converted mana cost. That's also quite cool. Target exile target creature or enchantment, then return it to the battlefield under your owner's control. And why would I do that? I'm not too sure actually. Target creature gains 2/2 and gains flying until end of turn. Mighty Leap. Okay. I don't think I need that in a toxic deck. Tap target creature, draw a card. Raise the alarm, put 2 white soccer. No. Rest for the weary. Target player gains 4 life. Landfall if you had a land enter the battlefield under your control this turn. That player gains 8 life instead. Yeah. Charges the mites. Okay, create 2 colors. Not too bad. This is the same card, so I guess we need to throw that out. Tribal instant shapeshifter. Changeling. This card is every creature type. Okay. Convoke. Your creature can help cast this. Destroy target planeswalker that has activated this turn or tap creature. Yeah. Fortify. I think I have another version of this card in there. I gotta look at my deck now. I think there's many cards in here now. I need to look at my commander to see if I'm doing the right thing. Okay, let's look at my commander then on my toxic white deck. Okay, so this is a Phyrexian Might then. So I don't really need all these mites. I can just, because this commander just gives protection from a color, and I can just attack with anything I want. So I guess I gotta keep that in mind. So with that in mind, let's just skip through these very quick here. Target creature gains toughness. Okay, so exile. You gain 3 life. Uh, okay. Okay. This is quite cool though. Populate. Yeah. I can make a token of whatever creature I want, which is awesome. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Guess I gotta have one of those. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. One more of those. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a food token. Yeah. Okay. Too many tokens in this game, in my opinion. And enters the battlefield turn. Okay. Enchanted creature has lifelink. Uh, wait. We can keep this, I guess. I'm not too fan of vigilance, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't tap when you attack, but what's the use in that? This is quite cool. You draw a card and creature gets flying. Yeah. So that's cool. Okay. I haven't seen many other cards yet. Let's see here. Let's take some blue cards as well then. I have many blue cards or decks in here. When Treasure Mage enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost 6 or greater. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. This is pretty good. I'm not too sure if I have an artifact that costs that much though, but it's a cool card. I'm gonna keep that around. Whenever you cast a spell, the target's threatened 1400, draw a card. Okay. And it's a Merfolk, so I can add that to my Merfolk deck, which is pretty cool. White and blue knights. Okay. Target counter spell. If if that spell is carded this way, put the card on the top of the or bottom of the solar instead of into the player's graveyard. That is actually pretty cool. I'll keep that. Yeah. Thirst for knowledge. I'm not too sure. Target player shuffles his or graveyard into his library. Draw a card. That's pretty good. That's also quite cool. I got it before though. When corruption of Tawashi enters the battlefield, incubate 4. Corrupted spell costs draws for cards. Okay, this is pretty cool. I got this before. They haven't challenged the artwork much, it seems. Battle, siege. Draw a card. Yeah. Lots of cards from my friend there. I think I'll end this stream here, guys. I need to do some other stuff and junk. But it was interesting, fun to see. Many cards I can add to my Toxic deck, and I also found some cards for my Mill deck, which is pretty cool. And what is this? The Void. So, also quite cool. Okay, thank you to Big Boss and Sam Wall for sponsoring this video, as they are members. If you wanna support this channel, please consider becoming a member. It really supports the channel. And other than that, have yourself a great weekend. Take care. Bye bye.